So
Oh, what?
what does that mean?
It means they both picked my deck, dude. That's what it means.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh.
Yeah,
Exact.
they
Is this an
both
exact?
did.
No, it's not an exact mirror. Mez has got one more black
Yeah,
cards.
yeah. It's the lineup, though.
Damn.
I love it. I love it.
Damn, I like this. Oh, this started. Let's go.
They actually have very different versions of it.
I'm still waiting for them to make an action. Big advantage to underscore though, hand wise. I mean, one duel versus four and under cards for underscore to work with. So
As you take it away, I'm gonna stock up on something to drink. Be right back.
Okay, no problem. So whose list do you like more and why? Swazong.
Let me get a look here. Both of 2 times, both of 2 springs.
I'm sorry, Commander.
1 pick off. I like Meziljie's more.
Yeah, I like his pursuit, but he doesn't have the he has 2 blanks, which I don't like.
Oh, he's got 2.
He does have 2 Jasper daggers, which could help a lot
I
in
did
this mirror.
not notice that.
Yeah. But in any case, we're seeing a lane 2 deployment, because with underscore's hand, he doesn't really have a good gank play right now. Everything is kind of just a trade. So he's figuring he's just going to go for the trade with Axe. He's not afraid of items. Second guesses, and he ends up following. And we're seeing the battle lane go down in lane 3 as opposed to lane 1. PAs meeting up against each other.
Okay, so true mirror here in lane 3.
Yeah, in every sense of it. I guess creep advantage goes to underscore. I mean, with Meziljie committing into those lanes, I don't know how he can really take a strong advantage in there, just duel and standard bearer to work with. I mean, judging from the position right now, duel doesn't really do anything good for you, and then standard bearer, if he puts it down, he's going to get standard beared. So
yeah, or you could
and
use
obviously,
the duel to kill the standard baron to get some value that way. But
if he puts it down, I think maybe you consider passing, but you can also just put down a vandal and be pretty safe.
yeah, vandal seems to make it some. Okay, well, why would you not put down the vandal here?
I mean, maybe underscore just sees a winning situation and doesn't want to tamper with it, seeing as Meziljie's hit the pass button. I will say, I do think I would have put down the vandal myself, because you're not worried about getting stone hauled. Standard bearer is not a problem. I mean, if it trades with the Bronze Legionnaire, that's fine too. He couldn't duel it. He was under 3 with no items. So there's no losing situation there at all.
Yeah. Well, you're the
Nasal
expert.
view. Oh, I would say that. In any
Well,
case,
you basically dominated this deck.
yeah, but Meziljie is a more experienced red-black player overall. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, this man has won multiple tournaments with the red-black builds, beating the best of the best.
I raise the bull snake high.
And I'm honored that he's using this deck personally, but his hand is a lot worse than underscores, at least in the early game. So personally, we'll see how expertise comes into play. I was kind of thinking underscore might go for this pick, considering he's in the corner and Meziljie is trying hard to counter mono blue.
Looks to be paying off so far.
Yeah, both of these.
Preemptive Jasper daggers here to threaten to kill Axe outright.
Yeah, and having another Jasper daggers to spare, he's really able to use those quite liberally.
Yeah, exactly. So what Meziljie is doing here is setting up for a 2-for-1 trade with Berserker's Call next round, because the only open space will be in front of Bristle, so any hero that gets deployed into this lane will obviously be in Berserker's Call.
Yeah, and recognizing that, he puts the blink on preemptively. And I think he was going to blink until Meziljie actually puts the Furline mantle on and passes initiative back. And considering he's playing around the fact that he has Fight Through the Pain and Meziljie does not have a hipfire to contest.
Sure. And Underscore doing the exact same in the middle here to Meziljie, only he does not actually have a Berserker's Call in hand, so it's more of a fake out and just pushing for more direct tower damage.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have the tower down to 10 here if he didn't block with the standard bearer, so definitely putting on the pressure.
We'll almost certainly see a pass first. Initiative is... Oh, wow.
I never thought I'd fight alongside the
I thought he was going to make
if
it
you do
more
that in
quiet.
this situation, why wouldn't you have done it in the same situation last turn? Just because there was red?
I'm thinking about mana 6 and shutting down that Berserkers and not giving it to him for free. But
tear it down.
Meziljie gives it right back. Wants to fight for this lane.
Yeah, definitely. I was just thinking back to the previous turn where Underscore passed, even though he could have played that van.
Right, yeah. Exactly, he could have played it the turn previously.
I just want to
But
give...
last turn...
Sorry.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just going to give Mez props for switching out the Tinker, because I think he predicted this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty...
Yeah, definitely.
Or
And
maybe just has a
Underscore
rule...
dodging the first lane here to avoid that very telegraphed Berserker's Call from Bristle. Okay, a lot of back and forth going on here on Meziljie's side. Can't quite decide how to deploy.
It's so funny to see...
Mm-hmm.
Well, just the deployments are just so much different when blue isn't on the field. Because, I mean, you really have to commit a lot differently. Considering.
Yeah, oh, and he top decks a coup there. Both of them do, actually.
Underscore doesn't really have plays right here in this lane. I mean, he can just blink away. I guess he could nasal goo so that BB would die.
I mean, if you're Underscore here, you can see that Meziljie doesn't have a blink. Perhaps you just bail on initiative with a blink dagger and win the other lane.
I suppose you could do that. I'm thinking about that or
Exactly.
nasal goo. Yeah, but bail seems just a little bit better, right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, that's what he ended up doing here, so... I mean, you have PA in lane 1, which is usually strong for a gank, but in this case, even if he had one,
Axe
PA
will
would
make
probably
good
just...
use of this.
I think that fight through the pain, that sneaky fight through the pain there, which Mez doesn't have, might play a big role in this match.
ooh. And that's really nice. Shuts down the
Bam.
potential coup or chain frost for the next 2 turns. Because, I mean, Berserk just doesn't really look good at all. You're just going to die and not kill LC.
Mm-hmm.
He knows there's only one item in hand, free to go
Yeah,
for it.
and the same in the middle, only then you don't kill Bristle.
Exactly.
Mez is pretty stacked for next round, though. We're going up on round 5.
Is he, though? Because he doesn't have money for a blink dagger, and Underscore has the coup ready to take. Okay, never mind. He uses it here.
Axe will cut down anything
And that gives
in
up
his
initiative.
way.
He's going to have no way to take it back. I mean, as you said, no way to get money for the blink. No way to get over to that lane. And what can Axe do? Just spring the trap? Oh, Berserk. Jesus. I didn't look at that.
A cloak.
Oh my gosh. Look at that berserk.
Set up for a very strong berserk for next round.
It doesn't take the clock. Okay, I guess there's no hero with creeps that are gonna die side to side.
He gets 1 blink dagger. He's got 3 heroes trapped in the last lane, and suddenly he's going to lose his other 2. He's only going to be able to take 1 of them out of there. I suppose he could Lich sacrifice the other. He still wants to lethal last this turn. Ooh. That's a call.
I mean, he dies as well, but yeah.
Yeah, but suddenly Underscore doesn't have any deploys.
Well, Underscore does have 1 blink dagger, and he can spring the trap, and Axe has the blink dagger next turn, so, I mean, he's not... He can deal. Could actually take all of the heroes out of the lane if he kills off LC with sacrifice as well.
He did it! I was just
Goes
thinking,
for the
is
Axe,
he-
actually,
Wow.
instead of the LC.
Ready to lead.
I think he's gonna blink out of there or take lethal. I think you blink out though. You're
Yeah,
losing.
you
Yeah.
must blink, since
There's no
Meziljie
way.
has a double deploy coming.
Wow, he committed to that. I mean, I think that was the right call. You're in a losing situation. I was talking about if he might sacrifice there, and whew, he did. This is Meziljie's open to take some serious advantage. He's got the gank. He needs a Jasper Daggers to kill LC with the gank, though, because Blink Dagger will not be enough.
Well, 16 gold is a lot.
Yeah, and he has the double Jaspers list as opposed to the single from Underscore.
He doesn't get the Jaspers.
No, but he does get the Relentless Pursuit, so he can Furline Mantle and then Gank Pursuit. And it will be enough with the Blink Dagger. So Blink, Furline, Gank, Relentless Pursuit. But you also got to take this lane too, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think you can leave lane 1 this jet.
Yeah, and you don't really need to. Like, do you really need to kill LC? What's she gonna do?
Yeah, I think that was the best choice. You're just going so wide that Underscore doesn't have a hope of going through without making a hole with duel or something. But even if he duels the Lich to make a hole, he can just fill it with a...
Yeah, I don't know. I was considering putting on the Furline Mantle there preemptively to get ready for the next turn. I mean, I guess you're not really worried about too much, though.
I'm ready to stand with the vanguard.
And so Underscore's... Go ahead.
I was gonna say he has a jump block available if he wants to prevent some damage there with the bronze.
Yeah.
And
I think Meziljie is going to have to block off LC here, because next turn Underscore will have mana for both duel and coup. So he can make 2 holes next turn, and if he lets LC go through here, it's only on 6 hit points, right?
Well, the thing is, Underscore needs to commit to one of these lanes right now. He's not going to be able to defend mid and first. He's got the 3 heroes coming in. It looks like he's going for this lane, and he's got a lot more tower health here, so it makes sense. I mean,
Yeah, it
he
does.
still
I
has
mean,
tools.
Underscore can block, just stall this lane with the body blocks next turn easily, and he just needs to make 1 hole to hit the tower, so I think he's in a good spot here.
Yeah, I think draw is definitely on the table in mid next turn.
I don't think it is.
You don't think he could sneak 16 in there? I mean, so both players are definitely full deploying in mid, right?
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
we might-
I mean, if PA comes over and he gets the coup, maybe, but you gotta look on Underscore side of the board. Underscore can both make a hole with coup and fill a hole with Bronze Legion.
through, and there's just one more hole taken away from the gank. Really smart stuff here. You might deploy Axe Lane 1 for the spring, especially if you get a Blink Dagger right here, where there it is.
Well, Axe has a Blink Dagger already.
Is he wearing one? Okay, but you don't have the initiative, so you could get cooed, so it could be not worth it, actually, to be honest. So the only thing he doesn't want to coo away is Blink Dagger or Relentless Pursuit.
Exactly.
And then I think you also want to... Let's see, Chain Frost looks like pretty good unless that TOT comes down, I'd say.
Well, with that TOT, it's definitely like there's no way Meziljie wins this if he puts down the TOT, but maybe he can force a draw if he.
So if they draw, it's still 2-1, right? Because that's what you said. Oh, and that's what I was talking
If they
about.
draw, Meziljie wins, right?
Yes, if it's a draw, both players will get a win, and since it's 2-1 for Mez will win,
Oh, snap.
which is a kind of a shitty way to end the series, but it is what it is.
Well, I mean, he should play to his the draw.
Yeah, I mean,
A
if
lot of-
Underscore just puts on the TOT, there's no way he loses, right?
But the TOT kind of gives yourself up into the draw, so hopefully
Yeah,
Underscore
but-
knows that a draw is a loss here, because if you
Oh,
TOT,
yeah.
you give up your mana. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I had them reversed. I thought Underscore was.
Oh, okay. yeah. So, yeah, no, TOT is giving yourself up to the draw, so you got to consider the set series right here. Because the way the tournament works, you don't want to go for the draw right here. He has to play to win.
Yeah.
My special.
Okay, fortunately doesn't discard his Legionnaire or his Phase
The
Boost.
Berserker's Call is still available.
Yes, he has one
So
chump blocker.
else- No, Underscore's got this now. Underscore's got this, because even if he blocks with Stonehold Elite, he can duel it down, and if he Berserker's Calls with LC, that's not a...
Yeah, no, he can't put 16 on the table.
We will show
So
them
we
no
are going to go
half
to 2-2, it seems.
Well, he can block though. It's going to go to the next lane. He can't take 16 himself, but he can extend
Wait,
the game
didn't he have
another turn.
another duel?
Yeah, no.
But he can face boots, though.
No, but he's going to get blocked. Meziljie's going to block them all.
With what? He doesn't
He's
have
got-
black anymore.
Oh, jeez. Oh, bot moment.
Yeah, I was also
I bought it.
making Chain Frost math in my head before I realized you couldn't play it.
Chain. Oh, I'm tired.
This
I'm
is
sorry,
perfect for
chat.
this task.
Put the lulls in the chat. A lull, baby bok choy. Yeah, this is over. So game 5. I'm kind of glad. I didn't want to.
Yeah, I'm
see
glad
it end
that.
like
I'm glad to see that Underscore is capable of switching and going for the mirror
I don't
and
know.
taking it down.
Will Meziljie trick him into threat?
You never know.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, jeez. I looked away and forgot he lost black. That's so embarrassing.
I mean, Underscore, like, he could still have another Bronze Legionnaire Stonehold Elite, right? So it's not a sure lethal fund from his perspective.
From his perspective, yeah. You're pretty happy to see that blue button there.
Yeah,
Okay, so
definitely.
what do you pick now if you're Underscore? You're...
I think you go back to blue, if I'm honest.
I think it's a tough choice.
back to... Because Meziljie's just going to pick something else. Because
There's
he just
no-
has a rule. He's not going to play the same deck twice in a row.
Well, he's not on the Tinker, so
Like, if I'm Underscore, I think I stay on this deck now. 'Cause it's...
Yeah, you just won the game. The ball's in
Yeah.
Meziljie's
Yeah, I
court.
think I stay on this deck now because I don't think Meziljie is gonna go to mono red in fear of the blue matchup if he runs into.
oh, but Mez insta registers, by the way.